So all of that, then, polio vaccine came. Next 4 or 5 years, I'm taking it. I'm rehabilitating. And during that is when I do my first kill.
Okay, now we're moving. But okay, before you tell me about the first kill, I'm just curious because my initial thought process was you had that experience in the '80s, killing Pablo Escobar's guy, and then I asked you facing death, and now you're facing death at 6, 7 years old. So that clearly was the beginning of really experiencing death.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember it contemplating that at that age? Like, did you even understand what death was and facing it and that shaping your life?
I remember. I remember vividly. I made friends with this kid, Robbie Martucci. And when his bed was like over there where that chair is. The next time I come, I wake up, they're sterilizing his bed.
Oh, no.
So I said to Dolores, "Where's Robbie?" He said, "Well, he went to heaven." You know how many times I heard he went to heaven, she went to heaven, he went to heaven. And I'm praying every day. I had my patron saint was St. Anthony. My grandmother gave me a patron little saint, and I kept it in my hand. They even sterilized it so I could bring it into the hospital. It looked like a piece of melted plastic because the acid in my hand, but I knew what it was. And I'm saying, why is God, me being a Catholic, I'm saying, why is God doing this to me? I didn't do nothing. What could I do wrong at 7, 8 years old? I did nothing. So that was it. Now I'm getting stronger. And my right side, like, I ain't today still. And I'm dragging myself around. They wouldn't give you the bedpan anymore. They would encourage you to get out of bed. I'm part of the experiment with Jonas Salt's, which is the salt vaccine that we all take today. And dragging myself around. One day, I don't even know why this happened. I slither out of bed, crawl along the floor, get on the rail, and go to the bathroom. And I'm in no hurry because I'm going to go back to the bed. And there's no television. I had the radio, the only radio I could put to my ear every day for a couple of hours. I couldn't bother anybody. There was a porter's broom blocking my way. In the theater, those little brooms.
Right.
So with my right arm, I put it under my left, and I dragged myself to the bathroom. So when I got there, I always went to the same stall. I couldn't stand at a urinal because I was crippled. I always went to stall 4, was in the middle of the bathroom with the most illumination, because at nighttime it was dark, and I was afraid as a kid. I break the bristles of the broom off. I don't know, again, don't ask me why I did it. Threw it in the trash, covered it, waited for somebody to come out of 4, and we only had a drape for privacy, pulled the drape, because they need to get access to you. But the radiators were hung on the wall horizontally. So every day I'd put my stick under the radiator. So I always went there. I knew I had the stick. Again, I'll tell you stories repeatedly. How I got weapons, I don't know where they came from. But anyway, so Dolores says to me, there's a new guy, a therapist, Harold Gardner. Don't ever be alone with him.
Oh, man.
I said, well, I didn't know about pedophiles.
That's a weird thing to say, but now I see it.
Yeah. She's just don't be alone with him. I said, okay, what do I know? I'm not even 12 yet. Sure enough, one night this guy comes. And I knew somebody was in the bathroom here, and the next I see the 2 white shoes under the curtain. And he said, you okay? I said, yeah, I'm all right. He said, you need any help? I said, no, I'm okay. And I put my right hand up, which is strong enough to hold the curtain. But then the tug of war, he gets in, and he starts unbuttoning his pants.
Oh, good.
And he takes his kumazigam out, and he's telling me it's candy. I was going to say, I'm a diabetic.
Every time I was raised with my mother saying my kumasikyama. Just so I have that correct. Isn't kumasikyama like whatchamacallit? Like
his penis.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I want to be.
Well, that I know. And then that context.
I didn't want to,
Yeah. Glad that much I knew.
Politically incorrect on your show.
It's all good. Say what you want here. Open doors.
So now he's concentrating, getting my mouth on it. He don't know I got the stick. So I reached down, because it was laying out. When I got it, I always take it and put it near the toilet. Again, I don't know why. So why do I carry 2 guns and a cane? I don't know
Yeah, this is
why.
at 12 years old. Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
So now he's concentrating on doing what he's doing. I have some strength in my arm. I just raised my arm up to guide the stick. And I put the stick here, but now I'm sitting in the toilet. I hit him under his rib cage, went right through his heart.
Oh, my Lanta.
No, it was like sharp pencil. Went right through his heart. He's running around the bathroom, spraying. And then all of a sudden, Dolores Barone comes in, throws a blanket over me, and takes me out. I keep hearing him screaming. Next thing you know, it gets worse.
Yeah, really? It's like a Quentin Tarantino movie.
I'm ready for this? They come down with a gurney, strap me on that, and take me to the psych ward.
Take you to the psych ward.
Takes me to the psych ward. Now, it's still there, which I'm glad. I go down. Sometimes I walk down to 31st Street. I live on 61st. I walk. That's part of my walk. I just stand on that corner to make myself remember. But I want that building because the 7th floor, finally got the window bed after people dying. Dolores got me to bed because I wanted to look out. I couldn't see nothing. And the one thing I remember, the first building I ever saw, tall building, was the Empire State Building. It's ironic because now you go down there, here we're talking about 70-something years later. From that corner window, I could still see the Empire State Building. The whole city's skyline changed. It's still a viewpoint from that, which is it's an omen to me.
Mm-hmm.
So now they put me in observation. And just so your audience doesn't know this, the 7th floor above it, there's 2 floors. It's like a funnel. I don't care if you're male, female, kid, old. Everybody in that floor is nude. So if you have to relieve yourself, you just did. Every couple of hours, they come and hose you down like a fucking... And if you weren't nuts, after 72 hours in there, you would be.
Yeah, telling me.
Then they brought me down, and Dolores said, they're going to let you go. I said, really? I couldn't wait to get out of there. So she got to buy me clothes, and she let the floor nurses think she was taking me to my parents. Put me in a wheelchair, got the release papers. She wheels me to the curb, and she tells the cab driver, take him to 247 Mulberry Street. So I knew I was going to the neighborhood. We get to the neighborhood. Now, I lived above the Luna. So we got to the neighborhood. They made a right and went down to the Ravenite. On the sidewalk is Carlo Gambino, Della Croco, Joe LaFord, major guys. I get out of the cab, they're hugging and kissing me. I was saying, what the heck is this? I was like a war hero coming home. Dolores told them I killed this guy.
And then you got your stripes?
Huh?
And like you got your stripes from doing that?
At 12.
Oh, my God.
And I'm saying now, years later, the FBI, and even in my show, I found all these pictures. I have the pictures of the Ravenite in 1949 before they remodeled it. That's why the show has gotten great, reviews. It's 80 minutes, and I have all the footage.
How is this real? This seems like literally like you can't even write a script better than this.
No.
Well, I got to ask you because the same story. So you killed this guy at 12 years old, and there's a million questions I have about just having that in you to do it at that. Like some people would just shrivel up, and at 12 years old, you're a young kid. But what was that process of going from after you just did that to that man to getting the praise? Was there a transition there of feeling guilt, or like you felt chill about it, and then you got the praise? What was that like?
No, I thought that I would feel guilty and whatever. I felt power for the first time.
Especially that schmuck.
Hello.
Like that's...
And I didn't even rationalize that till later on in life. I took this rat out of here. And anybody I killed after, they were all rats. Pablo Escobar's guys was a drug dealer. Mm-hmm. I justify you. What's your profession? Oh, good, I'll kill you.
That's all it takes.